last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the New Orleans Saints. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. His first carry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Man up, D. Man up, bro. Hey, alert 3. Switch.
The carry here for the big tight end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Harris now looking to throw on second down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. This is Hines. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Push him back. Push him back.
To throw is Harris. To throw on second down. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd and short.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
They go back to Murray on first down. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Switch.
On second down now. It's Hines, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
So this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Check, 47.
Looking to throw. Harris. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really frequent combination. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Let's pick it up. 13! Let's get up. Hey, Alpha! 59 mark. Check, 59.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Open man here is Hamilton. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's got it. The tight end, Jeff Heuerman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Here we go.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
11. Check cross, check. Hey, Delta.
Check. 59. Oh, here we go. Mike 5'9". Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike 50.
To throw is Garoppolo. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here we go. 180.
Watch the call.
Check 59, Mike. I got this. Mike to 59. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Mike, check. 59. Come on, D.
11.
Mike 5'9".
On first down, Garoppolo. That's complete to the tight end, Broniker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
First down, Denver.
Here we go.
Garoppolo, the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
White.
Football. Bang. 59.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Hey, Sue.
Let's get in there. Mike 5'9".
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo, that's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Here we go. 180.
You must be dreaming. 36.
21.
They'll run here with Freeman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
White.
Check 59, Mike.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go now. Tell the ending. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Show it up. Show it up. Shift. Watch the shift.
They run with Hines. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Check. Watch this.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Olivier Vernon brings him down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
52's the mark, boy. 52.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll run on first down. Hines, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ready. 15 on it. Let's go. Defense at the 6. Pull it. Pass. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Go. Tighten up.
Here's Hines. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Go. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Get ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harris. He gets it to Thomas. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Here's Harris, operating from the gun. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 8-yard line.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides...
Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And he'll find Hall. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go. Like 80!
It's a party now. It's a party now. He's coming. Double up, double up.
21, 21. 21, 21. Here we go.
59.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Check it backer, check it backer.
6. Check 59, Mike. 11. Mike to 59.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He completes this to Sutton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 24-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Mike 56. Mike 56. 3 bud. 56 to Mike. 56. Bud.
Defense, just get off the field, defense.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Wahoo!
It's our field. And it's our house. Mike 59. Mike 59. It's just me.
Garoppolo. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Saints 3. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They run the counter. It's Hines. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. That's complete to Sterling. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Okay, ready? 22's coming, Mike. How you getting his head? Mike 22, Mike 22. Watch the screen. Watch the over. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming, Mike. Don't get knocked.
Now Harris on 1st and 10. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Harris throwing on third and long. Looking deep for Gabriel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try to pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike, check.
Hey, team 6.
Mike 5'9", I'm coming after you.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Switzer on the return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now it's Hines. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check, 47. Bandit.
Harris now off the play fake. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Let's go, D.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Exit. Check.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
Check hot route. Hot. He's crashing.
Johnson. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
No game on this defense. No game. He's checking.
21.
Mike, check. 59.
1, Omaha.
Let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Mike 5'9".
Garoppolo now. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 45 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Hey, exit.
59's Mike. Check. 59.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The tackle by Eric Armstead. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Hey. You got three. Three down.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
You got tight right there. Save. Sponge. No. Squeeze.
They run again with Hines, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Key in 21.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Now Garoppolo. Got a man that's complete to Hamilton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Garoppolo. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here we go. 180.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. 13.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Go. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The